Sorry about that. The video died. Right in the middle of me gluing these points. Can you dig it? Alright. Paper stars, I use Elmer's glue to do the points, and then I hold it. Takes about a minute. Then it's ready, but when I shape them, I also fill the insides with hot glue. So the point is very, 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 very strong. So like if the star gets dropped, it doesn't bend the tip over. That really bummed me out when I was little, but that would happen. That's how I developed that. Okay, 2 of them. Alright. And when I was little, I used to make them entirely out of paper Elmer's glue. So if I was going to make a star, like, say it was a Friday night, and you know it's school's off for the weekend, and say a friend of mine wanted to spend the night, and we'd decide to make a star. It would take us all night, so we'd start after dinner, and by the end of the night, before bed, we'd have both finished and actually, you know, glittered the edges of it and stuff. So it took all night, but we did it, and then you know, we'd have something to give our mothers the next morning. All right, there we go. So it seems that every 16-minute video I've been making, it takes a solid hour to download it onto the computer. Well, 42 minutes to download it onto the computer, but it takes a lot of time to put it onto YouTube from the computer to YouTube. So the whole thing takes about an hour and a half to put each video on. It is what it is. But isn't this fun? You know, it really gave me. It took this happening for me to think, hey, now's my chance to actually get up and do it, because showing you how to do it enables me to talk. I wouldn't be doing this and talking, and if I was just, you know, I have a purpose doing this, so I appreciate, you know, this is like I said, win-win for both of us. You get to learn how to do it, and I'm making a video showing everybody how. And that's pretty cool. I don't always find somebody that takes to it, you know. I had a friend that I used to work with who, rest in peace, Richard. He died not last summer, a year last July. A year ago last July, so a year and 3 months or however many months it's been since July. 5 months. And he took right to it. So I was able to teach him, and that was really, really cool. Because he sat right next to me at work, so I bring him stuff, show him stuff, and he took right to it. So that was a lot of fun. I enjoy when somebody digs this. There's also another style I do where they're paper stars, but I cut the middle out and leave the edges so they look like bird cages. In fact, that's actually what I call them. I call them bird cage stars. I was doing those when I stopped doing glass stars because of the glue. But when I was able to start this up again, when I discovered this glue, I mean, it works different. It was a whole different process of how I made these when I discovered this glue. All of a sudden I had to like figure out how the glue worked for me to figure out how to work it. That one's absolutely perfect. Okay. And also because this one, the smaller ones are different than the big ones, I have to put the clips on different. You'll learn all your own work, how it needs to be done, and perfect. Oh man. Perfect. Last two of this size. Okay. Yes, this Gorilla Glue works pretty good for this. And every once in a while this happens. So just, the problem is when it does that and leaves a big old, it emits that odor. Yeah, avoid breathing this stuff if you can avoid it. I mean, if you can help it. Now the reason I clip it off that way when I get to the end is to kill it and it doesn't leave a big spider web, because this stuff coats and then it smears because it's wet, and of course because it's an adhesive it's hard to wipe away. So usually in the morning, because I like to do this at night, and then that way first thing in the morning, because it's been sitting there for 12 hours, I can take the clips off and see what kind of glue job I did without having to worry about it coming apart or anything, because it's already set. But I wouldn't open it into a point until like at least another 12 hours, because you don't want it to come apart at the seam. You can fix it, but it's a pain. There. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Alright, the last points. There's only 6 of these now, and these are tall. So they're also going to take more clips per, because they're larger. Like I said, sometimes there's glue in them. I like to check them for how strong they are. I mean, ow! There, that kind of hurts. Believe me. There's another one with a lot of glue. I'll just get another one. Clearly, it's better to have more of these than not enough. But you can find them online. Get a box of them. Box of 144, I think they come in. I don't think they're that. I don't remember, but I don't think they're that expensive. You can use clothespins. I like these because I can get right to where I need to get it if I have to, or even like this, if I have to hold it, just to make sure that this corner is this seam corner is really stuck. Okay, so good enough for 2 so far. 3 maybe. Same thing, start in the corner. Let's go 3.